What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. In today's first video, we're going to take a look at Theta and see how high it can actually get. And a quick warning to all you guys that are FOMOing into Theta right now, all right? This is not the time to FOMO, even though it could go up higher. We're going to take a look at all that stuff, though, in this video. So if you guys are new and up enjoying today's content, make sure you smack that subscribe button down below. We're super close to 20,000 subscribers, so let's see if we can hit that by today. That would be absolutely insane if we could hit that by today. All right, but let's not waste any more time. But we know that Theta has been in an absolute massive run on the weekly, on the daily, on the 4 hour, really every time frame. Theta has been on a massive run, guys. So will Theta continue that run? Well, we're going to take a look at that. First, I want to take a look at the short-term target. So if we did continue up, so what I did is I took our Fibonacci target from our swing high back on March 11th to our swing low down on March 12th, and I extrapolate that up. So you can see our first impulse went right up to our 1.618 Fibonacci at approximately about $9. And then now we pumped again, and we went right to our 2.618 Fibonacci at about 10.50 approximately. Now, what's our next two targets? Well, in the short term, our next two targets are $12.27 and $13.26 if we did continue up. Now, we have no divergence on our 4 hour, bearish or bullish. That's going to tell us that we're going to reverse either way. So it looks like Theta will be on its way to these next price targets within the course of the next couple of days, guys. All right. So now that we have the short-term targets, out of the way, let's take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, we are extremely extended from the 20-week for the 10-week moving average. Okay. So normally, I like to look at the 20-week moving average as a typical bull market support for Bitcoin and altcoins alike. But the 10-week, as you guys can see on Theta, has been holding us up every single time that we take a dip. You can see every single time that Theta wants to take a move back down to the downside, we come right back to that 10-week moving average, which makes a lot of sense, right? We're seeing that from a lot of altcoins that are pulling back. But you can see right now, we're pretty extended from that 10-week moving average. If you actually extend this down, we're about 46% extended from that 10-week moving average, which means that we're getting extremely hot. We're getting extremely hot. You can see our RSI is upwards of a 93, almost a 94 right now on our RSI. So we're getting extremely overbought on the RSI, and we could be due for somewhat of a decent correction, okay? You can see when the RSI on the weekly gets relatively to this level, in the past, right, we have gotten a decent correction. You can see right here where we came up to that level on the RSI, we got a big correction back to the downside of almost about approximately 60% to the downside when we had that one, right? And we came up to it again right here. We had another pretty decent correction spanning of about 40% correction to the downside. So when we do usually get to that level, we do usually have a pretty good correction to the downside, because that means that it's pretty overbought and we're getting super extended. So this is just a basic caution to you guys. We're going to take a look at other charts coming up next, guys. Don't worry. But this is a basic caution to anyone that's really FOMOing into Theta right now and is investing with money that they can't afford to lose, right? Just be careful, because this thing could pull back to that 10-week moving average. Like I said, we're approximately about 40% extended from it. We could see a 30-40% correction from Theta at any point, because we don't usually spend too much time getting too far away from this 10-week moving average. And in general, for Theta, since the bottom of the bear market, Theta has already done a 166x, okay? So can we go higher? Absolutely. You guys can see that the title of this video is "Can Theta Reach $100?" Well, we're gonna take a look at that based upon the market cap, based upon the Theta Bitcoin ratio. A $100 Theta right now is we're obviously at $10. So a $100 Theta is about a 10x from where we are right now. So if we go look at our market cap, you can see Theta is now number 11 on the market cap. So that puts Theta at a $10 billion market cap. So in order for Theta to get to $100, we would need to see a $100 billion market cap for Theta, which would put it, if we look up here, that would put it at the number 3 spot, almost 3 times the evaluation of Cardano, almost 3 times the valuation of Polkadot, and almost a 10 times value of Chainlink, which it's pretty close to as we speak right now. But That would be absolutely insane. That would put it at about half the value of Ethereum. Now, this is also assuming that the other altcoins don't move up in market cap as well, as they could definitely move up in market cap as well as Theta, goes up in market cap. But you can see how parabolic this run has gotten, and we could be due for a pretty big, sizable correction back to the downside at any point, guys. So like I said, this is to any new people thinking about investing in Theta. Sure, Theta could go up higher, right? Could go up higher. But just be careful of a decent sized pullback if you need that money in a couple weeks, a month, 2 months. Just be careful. That could lose 30-40% of its value in the snap of an eye, right? We've seen it in the past, and I just don't want you guys to get hurt. Looking forward to the future, right? But like I said, like $100 million market cap, $100 billion market cap for Theta is possible. I mean, that would assume that Ethereum's price right now puts it at approximately about 1,800. So in order for the valuation to stay the same, probably need to see about an $18,000 Ethereum to see that same type of movement. Same thing with Cardano. We need to see about a $10 Cardano practically. So can we see that? Absolutely. And we're going to take a look at the Theta Bitcoin chart to see how explosive that's been, and if it's possible for Theta to even catch up on Bitcoin any longer, right? We can see Theta, after breaking out of this ascending triangle pattern on the Theta Bitcoin chart, we saw Theta absolutely moon to the upside. Now, can we be due for a pullback? Well, another thing on the RSI down here, guys, if I zoom out a little bit, every time Theta hits this relative level on the RSI, we see a massive pull up, and then we see it pull back down against Bitcoin, right? We see the same thing here, big impulse to the upside, right? Hit the RSI, and then we pull back down against Bitcoin. Same thing here. We went a little bit above it, but still same premise. Came back down against Bitcoin. Same thing here. Came back down against Bitcoin. You guys get the point, right? Every time it gets pretty close to that level, it pulls back against Bitcoin. And right now, you guys can see we're right at that level again. We're getting a pretty big wick on the daily chart here. So a pullback could be happening at any point, as this thing has gone absolutely nuts against the Bitcoin pair. And we also could see Bitcoin take a hopefully we can see Bitcoin take a pretty big step up to the upside too, which Theta in theory still could go up, but it still could bleed against Bitcoin in the short term. Okay, that's obviously assuming that Bitcoin decides to take a bump, or if Bitcoin dumps, Theta dumps harder than Bitcoin does. But obviously, guys, just be careful, like I've been saying, of a possible pullback for Theta. Is $100 Theta possible during this bull market? Absolutely. We're going to need to see other coins move up at that same relative pace, because I just don't see Theta getting up to that third biggest market cap, above Cardano, above Tether, above Binance Coin, Polkadot, XRP. I don't see Theta getting above those big altcoins. All right, so that's basically just the video on Theta today. Just basically going on, is it possible that Theta goes up to that levels? Absolutely. It's definitely possible, but just a herd of caution for people who already haven't invested in it and are thinking about investing in it now. Side of caution, it could come down 30-40% to retest this 10-week moving average at any point, like it's done on this move up every single time. So that's really it, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, end up enjoying today's content, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button down below. And also, guys, hit that like button for me. If we can spam that like button, let's try to hit 200. Actually, no. Let's try to hit 300 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely awesome. All right, I'll be streaming tonight, probably same time, maybe 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I'll let you guys know over on Twitter. So if you guys want to know what time I'm going live, go over there, follow me on Twitter. Link is right in the description below. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next upload coming up shortly on a mystery altcoin that you guys don't know what it is yet. All right, so peace out, fellas.